Galt. And a first down out of bounds. Let's see if it stops the clock. It does. 42 seconds to the Bear 42. That was good for 12 yards. All the scoring early. And inside handoff to Payton. And Payton with great moves gets into Tampa Bay territory, and another first down to the 46-yard line. He picked up 12. Tomczak with good protection. And a tremendous catch by Dennis Gentry. And Gentry has it inside the 10-yard line. Curry on the stop. What a catch and run by Gentry. 37 yards.
We're going to watch Jones, number 22, make a play on the ball rather than making the play on Gentry. There is Jones. See him go in front of Gentry for the ball. Boy, that's a mistake you can't afford to make. And Gentry, keep in mind, a former running back. Scary when he has the football after the catch.
And the kick is good. So Butler has kicked 14 in a row to break his own record, and the Bears lead it 17-3 with 3 seconds remaining in the first half. Second down and 15. Back at the 41 of the Bears. Tomczak dumps it off to Walter Payton, and Payton gets away from a tackler. David Logan had him once, and Payton got away and brings it out to the 49-yard line, where Chris Washington makes the stop.
Dave Logan coming in from the left of your screen reads it perfectly. He has Payton in the backfield but can't bring Walter down. Just loses his grip, slides off. Boy, a lot of people have made that trip sliding down Walter Payton's leg.
And for the Buccaneers on the penalty, they're on their own 22, trailing 17-3. Steve Young goes down. Perry and Hampton back to the 15, and that's the 4th sack of the game by the Bears, who didn't have any against the Rams on Monday night.
But then the pocket, there goes McMichael. He forces up into the inside Steve Young. McMichael dragged a hand across his back, but then it's the smother job by Hampton and William Perry.
And Young is in trouble. Gets away. And completes it to Carter. And Tampa Bay will have a first down. Pensick on the tackle. And that's that extra dimension that Young brings him. Gain of 21. Second and 8. Young has time, and he has his man. McGee, and a first down. Otis Wilson on his back.
Still wants to run more than Lehman Bennett would like to see him run. He'd like to see him become more of a classic pocket quarterback like right here.
First and 10, and Pensick around McGee, and McGee makes the catch at the 45. The 11th play coming up on 3rd and 1. And James Wilder, second effort. And it's going to be close. Ron Rivera may have stopped Wilder. Bobby Howard, number 25, is in at running back with Wilder in the dressing room. Young will throw, and the pass nearly picked off and caught by Carter, and that'll be good for a first down. And once again, it looked like the Bears, Bestie Jackson was going for the ball. Well, maybe we'll see it happen. Who knows? First and 15 now for Tampa Bay. Back on the 26. Steve Young dumps it off to Howard. And Howard is tackled from behind at the 29. And Keith Ortego in motion. Payton runs into the official, who actually should get credit for the tackle at the 42-yard line.
He's the guy closest to all the action, and often he gets caught on the cutback, and that's what we see here with Walter Payton. No place to go. Give him an assist. A pretty good shot that time, but he appears to be okay.
2.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. And they give it to Walter Payton again. And Payton will have a first down. Stopped by Scott Brantley. And there he is. Payton goes over 100 into Tampa Bay territory at the 46. Jeff Davis on the tackle. 2nd and 5 at the Tampa Bay 46. Payton still working. Payton will have another first down for the Bears. This is the kind of style that Mike Ditka likes the most. Brantley and Curry on the tackle. First and 10 at the Bucs 37. Calvin Thomas and Chris Washington on the play. Gain of 5. The Bears have a 2nd and 8 at the Tampa Bay 35-yard line. And there's Calvin Thomas gets an opening, and Thomas with a first down and more.
This is a quick hitter just to the left side, running towards the tight end, Emery Moorhead. Let's watch the blocking up front by the Bears. The down block by Moorhead, and unblocked comes in Craig Swope, but loses his footing, overruns it, and that opens it up for Calvin Thomas. And look at the play on Jones on the sidelines. He sends Rod Jones 4 yards out of bounds.
Mike Ditka, he had some interesting things to say to us yesterday. He said there'll be significant, maybe shocking changes next year on the play.
Well, he said, even if we win it all this year, I've got to make changes. He's just not happy, I think, with the overall, should we call it chemistry or whatever, this club. He said, don't be surprised by anything I do.
Raised our eyebrows. 3rd and 7. Calvin Thomas fights his way to the 5, shy of a first down by a couple. This will be a 22-yard field goal attempt. Fuller holding for Butler, who's got a streak of 14 in a row. And the kick is good, and it is now 20-3. Ducks away from one defender and gets the pass off and fumbled out of bounds, I believe, by Pat Franklin. It looked as if he had possession and then lost it. Howard. And Bobby Howard with some nice running. He's a rookie, low-round draft pick out of the Philadelphia Eagles, and he was dropped and picked up by Tampa Bay. Otis Wilson and Dave Duerson on the stop.
1st and 10 Bears on their 18. Peyton. And what as he faked out Craig Curry and gets big yardage.
Up to the 43-yard line before Ron Holmes knocks him out of bounds. 26 yards for vintage Walter Payton.
And you have to wonder how long they're going to leave Payton in the ball game, but if you love football, you got to like to watch him. Look at the blocks out in front. Matsui, his lead blocker, throwing a heck of a block right there. Van Hornbecker, the whole group is doing it. And what he did to Curry, it's just tough to describe.
Here's a guy that's wanted it badly, Thomas Sanders. And he gets a chance right here. Check that. That's Suey. It won't be long before Sanders does get the call.
With a fair opponent.
2nd and 6. Matsui trying to get first down yardage into Tampa Bay territory, and Walter Payton feeling much better, playing despite the toe problem. 61 yards against the Rams last week.
1st and 10 for the Buccaneers on their own 47 following the 4th down failure by the Bears, and Richard Dent will get his 5th.
And the 5th of the day for the Bears defense. Young gets Gillespie close to the first down with forward yardage. Let's see where he is. And it's Howard who's still short. Richard Dent came in strong. That was an impressive crunching line play by the Bears. Tomzak can pick and choose, and he chooses Ortego on a first down for the Bears at the 32-yard line. Vito McKeever and Irvin Randall on the stop, and for Ortego, that is his first reception of the ball game. Good for 19.
Mount any pass rush whatsoever. They drop 8, send 3, and Mike Tomzak, without a Buccaneer defensive lineman in sight, has all the time in the world to find Ortego on a crossing pattern.
And Tomzak has his man that time. Willie Gault beats Jones. Boy, they've been working on Rod Jones, the rookie, all day. And again, he hits Gault for 50 yards.
No different between this pass and all the others as far as Willie Gault is concerned. He's a couple yards by Rod Jones. It's just this time, Mike Tomzak got him the football.
And a big game for Mike Tomzak in his 3rd start after a couple of times struggling. Came through with 11 of 24 for 265 yards.
Yes, that is Doug Flutie warming up on the Chicago sideline.
The crowd was chanting for him on the sidelines. And now Doug Flutie, who the Bears said this week had the strongest arm of all 4 quarterbacks, will run his first play in the National Football League. But here's Doug Flutie. Second and 8 at the 15. Sanders slides out of bounds at the 10, tackled by Davis. And the interesting thing when we talked to him yesterday, he said, you know, the longer I was out, the more doubts I was beginning to have about my ability to play.
Well, almost on a daily basis, people are telling him that he's too short, that his arm isn't very strong, that he doesn't have the tools that all the other quarterbacks in the National Football League have. And he said, you know, after a while, you're not human if you don't question yourself.
First and goal on the 5. Flutie rolling out. And going out of bounds at the 6. Loss of 1, Jeff Davis. Chased Doug.
Was this a rollout all the way? It's hard to tell. Looked like it was a missed handoff. Looked like he was trying to hand the ball off to Neil Anderson. You could see the way that Anderson spun around and looked behind him.
Flutie rolling out to the left. Looking. Tossing. Incomplete. Pass was intended for Emery Moorhead, and it'll be 4th down. So welcome to the NFL, Doug.
He had all the time in the world as he floats out to the left. I don't know what happened to the Tampa rush. There's no one looking at him on the ground. Watch now, we'll see Moorhead come across the picture, moving right to left. Oh, he's got him wide open and just overthrows him, led him way too far. Did he know he made a bad pass? You be the judge.
Wild pitch. Shooting for his 16th consecutive field goal. It'll be a 22-yarder, holding Steve Fuller. And the kick is good, so 16 in a row by Fuller. Young, it's Williams. Good move by Williams after the catch and a first down to the 35-yard line. So David Williams, who is waived by the Bears on a 15-yard pickup, Al Harris on the stop. First and 10 at the 35. And Young hits McGee. McGee, tough to bring down. He gets into Bear territory. Todd Bell and Ron Rivera never really do bring him down.
No, maybe Ron Rivera, they ought to have some tackling practice with William Perry.